But they get to running the ones, and if it wasn't for the fact that this entire fight is completely fake, this would actually be extremely impressive. You got Yuji hitting 10-hit combos, you got Panda hitting grapples and reversals. I swear to God, I almost got Tekken flashbacks. What's going on, y'all? You already know what it is. I'm coming back at you with another video. It's you and me on YouTube, subscribing to 223. And y'all blessed me with some numbers I have not seen on this channel for a very long time. I mean, the YouTube gods have not been smiling down on your boy. But y'all took care of me, so I'm about to take care of y'all. Not like that, bro. Put your pants back on. Even though I am flattered. And W inches, my guy. I didn't know you had a whole foot long from Subway on you. Check out Jason Love Jr. Alright, I'm tripping. Let's get into this new JJK episode. So after being blessed with one of the best anime episodes you, me, and that big ass meat stick in your pants have seen in like the last 6 years, we finally get episode 5 of JJK season 3. And we start with Megami and Yuji being sent to find Hakari, aka one of the realest sorcerers to ever do it, aka JJK Blake Griffin. Like, my nigga, I know you black, even though Gege never said it, but hey, the melanin just ain't melanin right now. But they change out of their school uniforms and they begin to infiltrate what is essentially JJK Fight Club, no Brad Pitt. And I'm not even making that up, because as they approach the gambling ring, they literally get confronted by a big ass security guard. Look at this nigga. Nigga built like Brock Lesnar. And Megami lets them know that they need to make money, so just let them throw hands. At which point Brock Lesnar tells them the first rule of Fight Club is you do not talk about the Fight Club. So how did y'all find out about it? And I swear to God, it was only this episode where I realized Megami is low-key a real nigga. Cause he used nothing but the mouthpiece and completely fraudulent threats to get him and Yuji up in here. And he had everybody looking goofy, me included, but not just me, because Brock Lesnar fell for it too, and whoever this goofy ass nigga is next to him. And it's at this point they make their way in. And the two of them put their plan together, and the plan is for Yuji to run the ones with whoever he comes across, while Megami does the 007 thing. And while Yuji is waiting for his first fight, he's being told the rules by Brock Lesnar. And I don't think the big BL know exactly who he talking to, because if he did, these rules would be absolutely irrelevant. He talking about the rules are never duck a fade and don't use any curse techniques. My nigga, do you know who you're talking to? This is Yuji, the same nigga that never runs from a single fight he's ever been in since season 1 and is always ready to box. You need to worry about that yee ass haircut you got and stop telling my dog what to do. But after that, Yuji is told if he impresses the boss, he'll get a chance to meet him. And that's very important to him because we all know who that is. And after getting that information, it is time for Yuji's first fight. And I already know, whoever Yuji throwing the ones with, this big Yuji, so the nigga he fighting gotta be tough. And we see him come out of the shadows and, my nigga, are we dead ass? Panda? This nigga ain't been relevant since movie 0. Panda? But they get to running the ones, and if it wasn't for the fact that this entire fight is completely fake, this would actually be extremely impressive. You got Yuji hitting 10-hit combos, you got Panda hitting grapples and reversals. I swear to God, I almost got Tekken flashbacks. But Yuji hits Panda with a fake-ass barrage of pillow punches, sending him flying and officially declaring him the winner of the entire fight. And that gets him a meeting with the bookie, aka Hakari, who's excited because in his words, he hasn't felt this much excitement since his ex maxed out all his credit cards. And I ain't gonna lie, this nigga Hakari tweaking. Gang said he felt excitement. I would have felt like I got possessed by the spirit of Chris Brown, I ain't gonna lie. But Hakari's girlfriend Kirara, aka some of the finest shit in all of JJK, look at her. She tough. But fine shit bring Yuji to meet Hakari, and he offers Yuji a drink, which he refuses off rip because he's a good boy. And this is where Hakari tells Yuji, I didn't think you would refuse a drink. Is it cause you can't hold your liquor? Cause you know Satoru Gojo can't either. At which point Yuji makes the biggest mistake he ever could have made, telling Hakari he does not know who Satoru Gojo is. Yes, this Satoru Gojo. Yes, this Satoru Gojo. And yes, this Satoru Gojo. At which point Hakari tells him, look, there's not a single sorcerer on this earth that doesn't know who Gojo is. So either you faking the funk or you from Jujutsu High. And this statement alone got Yuji going out bad. Look at him, bro. Nothing but 2 sentences got my dog hitting the Michael Jordan. Nah, that's my guy. How you do that to Yuji? And before he can even try to explain himself, Hakari is ready to run them ones, throwing his glass at Yuji noggin and using his curse technique. And this is why I love Yuji, because every single effort to calm Hakari down went straight out the window as soon as he realized he was ready to squabble. But before we can even see what happens between the two of them, we cut to Megami and Panda doing the 007 thing. And niggas was moving stealth. I'm talking Hitman, Assassin's Creed, like you was not seeing them until one person saw them. And it was probably the worst person who could have saw them. And of course, I'm talking about Fine Shit. And as soon as Kirara see the two of them together, she already know what's going on, because what is a bad joint if she ain't got a good head on her shoulders? I swear, bro, give me the baddest joint you could think of. If she don't know what 2 + 2 is, I don't want her. But after a literal 5-minute exposition dump, Megami, Panda, and Kirara all start to run the ones. And when I say the ones, I do mean the ones, because this shit lasted like 1 second. Because Megami throws one of his rabbits at Panda, Panda throws the rabbit at Kirara, Kirara throws a car at Megami, and because of the effects of her curse technique, that causes one of Megami's familiars to get thrown at her. Basically, they all just playing sorcerer hot potato. And in the midst of all of this going down, Megami finds the perfect opportunity to pin down Kirara. And I ain't gonna lie, Megami, get off my bad bitch. What are you doing? But it turns out Megami only pinned down Kirara just so that he could have a chance to explain exactly why him, Panda, and Yuji are all here. But before he could even explain himself, Hakari and Yuji make their way onto the scene. Or I guess I should say Hakari made Yuji make his way onto the scene, because Gang sends Yuji flying through this door, and clearly he been beating Yuji's ass. Look at Gang. He all battered and bruised. He looking just like my meat if Ice Spice ever get leaked. I ain't gonna cap. But in the middle of they fight, Kirara tells Hakari just to listen to them so that he can hear out where they are coming from. At which point we find out Hakari knows exactly what's going on. And the only reason he been beating the brakes off Yuji is because of conflicted ideology. Because where Hakari wants Yuji to show him his fever, Yuji tells him he does not have any to begin with. He is simply a cog in the machine, and Hakari is not trying to hear none of that. Hitting him 3 more times, holding back absolutely nothing. And of course, Yuji being Yuji gets right back up. And before Hakari could completely put Yuji in a pack, he gets calmed down by his Fine Shit. And I don't blame him. I would have calmed my ass down too. Would have had me out there looking like Vegeta when Bulma threatened his baths. Let me sit my ass down. But that's all for this one. After the main events do take place, we are introduced to a character that I am very excited to talk about, but that is another video for another day. All I know is JJK did not disappoint with another episode, and they are pretty much 6 for 6 with back-to-back bangers. But if you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'm gonna have another video out to y'all as soon as possible. Until next time, I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.
So creepy back. You don't have to get mad, just chill. Go ahead and subscribe still. If you think you want me back, you don't have to get mad on me. Hit the bell and then you'll get some love.